Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone and welcome back to Gardening with Ben. Well, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that listened to yesterday's episode. The feedback that I've got from it is absolutely fantastic. Everybody was saying how crisp it sounds, how a lot clearer it sounds, and they even like the new intro as well. So I hope you're enjoying the new crisp podcasts brought to you from Gardening with Ben. So what have we been up to today? Well, it's Bank Holiday Monday, everyone. It's a day when we get a day off. Well, hopefully most people get a day off. And yeah, I put a post on this morning saying, happy bank holiday, what's everybody up to today? And I had a lot of replies back saying that it was raining where they are. And thankfully, up north in Sheffield, it's been absolutely gorgeous. It's been, sun is shining. And yeah, it's been boiling hot today. Sunbathing weather, in fact. But we've been busy with our allotment and I've been doing quite a bit today. I've potted up all my cucumber plants into bigger pots. Some of them had been nibbled and lost the leaves and there was just a stem left on them. But fingers crossed, they might grow back. But we'll see. We'll see how well they get on. But I've planted them up anyway. We can give them a chance. If not, I'm sure we'll hopefully get some from the plants that are healthy and growing. So we've potted all them up into big pots. They're in my polytunnel. I'm not growing them outdoors. I'm growing them in my polytunnel because the cucumbers do like hot weather and it gets really hot in my polytunnel. So fingers crossed we get some great crops from them and hopefully they'll produce up to October. That's when they usually die back for the year. So if we look after them, we can get crops all the way up to October. But obviously we won't get any cucumbers for a couple of months now while they're growing into big plants. So we've also planted some peppers as well. We've potted all them up and again, they're in my polytunnel. I've never had much luck from pepper plants. So we'll give them a try. We'll see how well they get on. I'm one of these that if it fails, I'll just keep trying it every year until I manage to get some. Even though, yes, it is a waste of time and money if they don't ever grow. But it's the fun of it and I enjoy it. So hopefully we'll get some peppers growing in my polytunnel. We've also been busy out in the garden today as I've got an issue with bindweed and bindweed is absolutely atrocious. It just grows everywhere and the more you dig it up, the more the roots end up breaking and you get more and more plants. You have to literally get out every single bit of root, which will never happen on my plot. But we've got a lot out, but we're still getting it down the edges of my plot. And it's starting to look like a jungle. Bindweed grows so fast. It's unbelievable how fast it grows. So I've been trimming it all back and trying to get my roses back because it tangled itself all around my rose plants and trying to untangle it from a thorny rose is so difficult as you're trying to unwind it and it's not really like you can use gloves because you need to unpeel it from the stems and stuff like that and I was being so careful not to damage the roses what are growing on it but hopefully we'll get some nice looking roses on it. So we've been doing that as well. We've also planted some more sunflowers. Yesterday when I went shopping for my new stuff for doing my podcasts on, I went out and bought some more seeds and I bought some sunflower seeds. And this time I planted them straight in the ground. I'd already started some off in pots, which I've already planted out, but I've put some straight into the ground. I did this previously another year and they grew absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely beautiful. and I still keep using those pictures to this day, and how beautiful they are grown. And obviously we're growing them outdoors, straight in the ground. They're a lot stronger sometimes, and they can withstand. So hopefully we get some great pictures from the sunflowers, because you can't beat a lovely looking sunflower, and the bees absolutely love them. They're absolutely gorgeous for the bees. And at the moment, I've just posted a video on my social media of the alliums on my plot. The bees are going absolutely crazy over them at the moment. There's so many bees hanging around, flying on them, crawling on them, getting all the nectar and the pollen. And yeah, they're absolutely loving them at the moment. The alliums, are one of the best things that I've got growing on my plot. Yeah, you don't get many bulbs in a pack, and they can be quite expensive, but they're so valuable for the bees, and they absolutely adore just crawling all over them. They're attracted to them so much. And as you can see from the video, they're just swarming in the bees that are out there. So we've been doing that. What else have we been up to today? But yeah, we've not done an awful... Well, we have done a lot, but it doesn't seem like an awful lot, because sometimes it just takes too long to get stuff done. And I'm one of these that starts a job, sits down for a few minutes, and carries on and sits back down again. And I just enjoy being out in the sunshine and just enjoy being out with the nature. But it's coming on good, my plot. There's a lot of work still left to do on it, and it's a struggle keeping up with all the bindweed. And sometimes it can be disheartening, because you put a lot of time and effort in, and then you're not there for a few days, and you come back and all the weeds have grown back again. You're like, oh, not again. But if we didn't have the weeds to dig up, we wouldn't enjoy it, I don't think, as much, because you'd just be sat there all the time. You wouldn't be getting the exercise, you wouldn't be getting the enjoyment, you wouldn't be getting your hands dirty. You'd just be sat there observing. But I love gardening. It brings so much pleasure to me. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to be back down at the plot tomorrow, hopefully getting some more seeds planted, which I'll keep you updated on. I'm not going to tell you what seeds I'm going to be planting until tomorrow, but hopefully we'll get some more seeds planted. Like I say, these podcasts are going to be back up and running again for you. I'm hoping to bring out a video later today on my YouTube channel and my TikTok and my Instagram. So make sure you stay tuned for that. I am trying to bring back content for you all to watch, as that is one thing that I used to do. I used to do lots of videos and stuff like that. So hopefully the videos will be making a return. I'm just trying to get used to this new laptop. It's a struggle. It's a Chromebook, and I'm not used to using a Chromebook. So yeah, hopefully we'll get used to it, and we'll get some videos out there for you again, because I do know that you all love seeing the content and seeing my plot as well. So thank you for listening to today's gardening podcast. I hope you've all had a fantastic bank holiday, and that you've managed to get some sunshine. That is the main thing. I hope you've managed to get some sunshine today. So until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.